I would now like to introduce you to Sweet Relief. Sweet Relief is a clearing session. What do I mean by clearing session? A few years ago, I was given the gift in one of my periods of silence. It was actually in the Palisades in the Self-Realization Fellowship location. My room was right above the temple, and I was in a silent retreat by myself for 5 days, and I received the blessing of understanding what is wellness and what determines holistic, whole and complete wellness for us as humans in our human form. And I will talk about that in a separate video. What I want to say here is introduce you to the power that got revealed to me, and it became a gift that I continue to embody and embrace and utilize. It is a gift that allows me to see people in the form of a circuit diagram. I got the understanding that we are stardust. And we have our own inner light. We have 9 beaming stations in our field that's made up of our physical body and all the different bodies that we have, including our subconscious, our higher self, our auras, our ethereal body, our causal body. So we have these 9 different layers, and we have 9 beaming stations that beam out our innate light. And once these beaming stations are in good, healthy condition, we are in absolute good, healthy working order ourselves. I have developed the gift of seeing people like a circuit diagram. I had to work on releasing, being able to deactivate that capacity so that I can relate to people normally. Because when the gift arrived, I was fortunately in a period of silence, and I would go out for lunch in my silence, and I couldn't stop staring at people because I just kept trying to see who they were through the circuit diagram that was being shown to me. It was actually quite amusing and actually somewhat frightening, because I wasn't sure whether I would be able to manage this gift. It was fascinating for me to see which parts of their circuitry was underperforming, which part of their circuitry was switched off. And rather than go and work on everything, what I was also able to see which are the 2 or 3 points that really require to be readjusted for bulk of the circuitry to start operating healthily. Because our bodies have been created, they've been designed to heal themselves. And I'm talking about our physical body, our emotional body, our spiritual body, our mental bodies. All of this, we're designed to completely self-heal. And we are born with choice. We are born with choice. It is our choice when we choose to depart from the planet. All of this gets lost due to the life experiences and due to the vibrations of all the various stories and, I would say, baggage that exists in our environment. So being able to cut through all of that BS and plug straight into the original circuitry of the person. And it's different. It's not the same for everyone. I'm able to see what aspects of the person requires readjusting. It's almost like, I know it's no accident that I was trained as a computer scientist and became a business person from that. And I came into computing at a time when you did go in and you had these big panels of blinking lights and you had the cards and, sometimes you had to move certain wires around. It's a little bit like that I do energetically with people. So when I go into a Sweet Relief clearing session, I see which aspect requires to be cleared. And it could be an emotional situation that has occurred at some point and is deeply affecting your ability to have relationships. Or it may be a physical health condition. It could be a tumor in your brain. It could be high blood pressure. It could be, yes, blood pressure that just can't be controlled. It could be a fibroid. It could be recovering from an operation. The recovery isn't happening as doctors predicted it to be. It could be physical conditions like that, or it could be an emotional issue. It could be an issue that is preventing the flow of money to be as smooth as it could be. I look at all of this as abundance. Really, it's about abundance in every area of my life, of your life. And it's looking at what aspect of what is going on requires to be cleared, what requires to be readjusted, what requires to be recalibrated, what requires to be recoded, what requires to be reconnected. So in the Sweet Relief session, I work with you, and I have with me a very powerful team of celestial beings that may seem odd to even understand, and I invite you to let go of trying to understand that, because I didn't understand it, except it was happening to me and it was happening through me, and I could see the effect it was having on people. Like literally, chronic, long-term chronic conditions were being resolved. Emotional trauma that had been there for a long time, long-standing depressive states were being healed, continue to be so. Patterns where highs and lows around emotions, highs and lows around relationships, highs and lows around money were being brought into balance. Career issues, money issues that people had been striving for years and years and years, couldn't quite get past a certain point, were also being recalibrated because of this clearing and recalibration and reprogramming that occurs in a Sweet Relief session. Occasionally, very occasionally, I do it on a one-to-one basis where it is absolutely necessary. I don't have to be with the person. We are vibrational beings and we can be detected and seen anywhere. And I'm able to tune into the person wherever they are. But more excitedly, I am doing it in groups. So in a group, I'm able to tune into what the energy of the group most requires, what aspect requires the greatest work. And with my team, we get to work with the group. And as I'm doing the clearing session, often I have my eyes closed and I speak in just plain English. My voice doesn't change. Sometimes, me as Mynoo, I allow myself to step out of my body and allow the work to be done by a powerful team of surgeons that work through me, and a powerful team of emotional release masters that work through me. So I look forward to seeing you in one of these sessions. Thank you.